Okay. I think that should work. I don't know, it's been like a couple years since I tried this. Now I'm just... Okay, okay, it looks like I'm live, but can I hear myself? Yes, perfect. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. Alright, so the last time I did this, mspaintadventures.com was still a website that existed. Now it does not. So, I don't know how I'm gonna handle Flash stuff, if my browser even can. I probably should have figured this out before. No, I don't block Flash, so that's good. But will you let me... I don't think Chrome lets me do it anymore. Okay, so maybe not be able to do Flash stuff, unfortunately, but that's okay. I checked the last video. I just finished doing this, so that was good. I got to do the nice big Flash content thing. So we'll go to the next page, which is John Connect to Jade. And it's been 2 years since I've lost all context about what they're doing and why right now, but that's okay. Ah, there she is, all tuckered out. You wonder what she's dreaming about. Surely something adorable. Anyway, guess it's time to get down to business and save her life. You prepare to initiate an uninterrupted sequence of life-saving events. John, deploy... Huh? John looks back, sees something, gets whacked in the face by a pie, I think. Nana Sprite, hoo 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 hoo. She's just an owl, I guess. Yeah, just prank your grandson off the top of a tower, but you catch him in a bed. Sweet catch. Nana, what the heck? Hoo hoo hoo. John, you remind me so much of your father when he was your age. He was just as easily bested by this crafty old prankstress. John, really? Yes, it would be many years before he would take the gambit in exchange with your Nana. But Nana, did you know he was not actually my dad? And also, I am not technically your grandson. You are actually sort of my mother. Of course I knew this, John. I have known for many years. I've also known that, in a sense, you are my father as well. You are the one to push all these buttons, after all. Huh, oh, yeah. Don't you find it all a little strange? John, I am the ghost of an old lady with one arm who is dressed like a clown. Why would that seem strange to me? So where have you been, Nana? I've been looking all over for you. I've been looking all over for you too, dear. Oh, uh, I forgot to mention, you're probably going to hear my mouse a lot, because this mouse is very, very, very squeaky and clicky, so every time it clicks, you're probably going to hear it squeak. Sorry if that annoys you. Also, sorry if you didn't notice it until I just pointed it out. You have? Yes, it seems like you've been rising through the rungs of your echelon quite swiftly. Yeah, now I'm an ectobiblio... shit. Sorry. Ectobiblio blah blah sitter. Damn it, you know what I mean. Yes, that is quite high. You've climbed so much faster than I did in my youth. I'm so proud of you. Thanks. You should have returned sooner. I could have given you this boon at a much lower rung. Boon. Here, John, take this. Hand you a necklace thingy. Okay, what is it? You can use it to summon me whenever you go. Now we needn't endure these long spells without a good visit. Oh, cool. That's great. And now the most important question of all. When was the last time you've eaten anything, young man? I guess it's been a good while. I've been snacking on gushers a whole lot. Ugh. Never realized how terrible they were, actually. That is completely unacceptable. I will prepare you a healthy, home-cooked meal while you relax in your ghost bed and rescue your paradox sister. Oh boy. What would you like? Name what your heart desires. I will use my spooky ghost powers to make it. Wow. Why, John, do you hear that sound? No. It sounds as if your meal is nearly finished. Really? Already? Bzzz. Ah! Hoo 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 hoo. Just fucking... Yep. Can't do anything but make jokes, basically. Rose, get hassled. These chumps just won't quit hounding you. It's like they've heard somebody over here was handing out asses and they've known nothing but years of bitter ass famine. Rose, answer Eridan. Caligula's aquarium began trolling tentacle therapist. Who are you trying to convince with this ludicrous poppycock? Magic is not real. Whatever you're doing is not real. It's something else outright entirely. It's fancy and impressive and all, but it's not the fucking figmental storybook claptrap you want to make it out like it is. So how about you get off your high sky horse? Why do you keep addressing me as if I'm some sort of spokesperson for the reality of magic? You can't needle me into a defensive posture on the subject. I just don't care. You're not using magic, just deal with it. Fine, you win. These are science wands. I am a charlatan. Okay, I didn't say that. I think you wear the role pretty well, which is something I can appreciate. There's a lot of showmanship that's put into coming off as diabolical sort. Thanks for the insinuation that I'm making an effort to project myself as a cartoon villain. What a compliment. Well, fine, you don't have to behave villainous if you're bent up on acting against the grain of your nobility or some such. I can play that role. It's not like I ever didn't get my gills dirty before. Nobility? What are you talking about? Well, aren't you? No, what gave you that idea? The way you. Okay, I had a misconclusion about that, so my fault. Obviously, you've got rich blood, so maybe when you crash landed, you weren't recognized for it by whatever vehicle upholds the class structure in human society. That is exactly what happened. You figured it out. Must have been fucking brutal raising up a common blood when you knew you were better than everybody, and it's probably got you all messed up inside, but maybe there's hope for you. See, I got a lot of experience being nobility, so I'll let you know if you got a shot in hell at cutting it, Pink Scarf. Fake mage Pink Scarf. How does that sound? You're a complete idiot. See, this is good. I think this could be a good thing. What? This thing we got going on. You obviously hate me, and I think I got it in me to get the dark propensities smoldering. And we're both obviously dangerous elites in nature. I think there's something there. I mean, look at how you even came into the world. And how was that? Killed a fucking fuck ton of marine life accidental. Doing that's all I ever done practically. The ocean was my killing cauldron. Accidentally or on purpose? Porpoise. Hold on 1 second. I think I have to mute my mic. Alright. Accidentally or on purpose. Ha ha ha, see, you're good with the fish puns too. I got so many of those, you have no idea. I just think there's a fate thing here. I mean, I don't mean to strike you as too forward such, but are you seeing where I'm going with this? Oh, right, alien romance. I forgot. Pass. Look, I understand you don't understand this kind of thing in your culture. I get that, but maybe I could teach you to get it. That's a really sweet of you to offer. Yeah, and in return, maybe you could teach me how to bullshit magic like that. You want to learn magic. Yes, teach me your secrets, witch. Sure, let's begin. Consider this your first lesson in showmanship. Caligula's aquarium's computer exploded. Because Rose blew it up with her dark magics. Rose, answer Aradia. Apocalypse Arisen has begun trolling Tentacle Therapist, or it should be Aradia, because that's what it's from. What do you think you're doing? Just stop. Stop, 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 stop. Maybe if I say stop enough, something else will happen instead of the thing that does. Hi. You aren't going to stop, are you? Do you want me to stop using magic too? No, I don't care about that. It's your quest to tear your session apart. I know it's exciting, breaking stuff and not worrying about it. But there are consequences to humoring your destructive impulses, and consequences to following. What they say, who? You know who. You sound frustrated, like you know you can't change my mind. I presume your future footage of me has already verified this. Oh god, it's already happening. I'm not built to talk for long sections of time. You sound frustrated, like you know you can't change my mind. I presume your future footage of me has already verified this. I don't even need to watch your future actions to know this. The knowing is the same as this elusive feeling of sickness that's been with me for years. Probably since before I died, come to think of it. It was always a big setup. You died? Revived via dream self, I take it? No, I never had one. Sort of a special case here. I just wish, back when I was behaving recklessly, I had someone to tell me to stop listening. Even if I ended up ignoring their advice, it would have been nice. What did they tell you? I was assured I would be saving my race, which is maybe still true, I don't know. But if it is, then it will be the punchline to the vast joke. Is that anything like the ultimate riddle? You really don't understand anything yet, do you? And yet you bug and fuss and meddle with things more dangerous than you can imagine. What do you want to do with the source of the first Guardians? What good do you really think would come of it? Do you know about it? The sun? You can't possibly wield its energy or put it to constructive use. That isn't exactly my plan. You won't find it either, it's impossible. How do you know that? Could you please share your information with me? No, you still haven't gathered that you're the problem. I'm through with consciously contributing to inevitable outcomes. Well, aren't you doing that regardless, right now? Obviously, but I'm just talking. Maybe the things I will say indirectly trigger your critical actions, maybe not, who knows? Maybe. Maybe if I behave in a manner so random, Paradox Space won't know how to handle it. Blah bloop bleep blub. Didn't see that one coming, did you, Paradox Space? And plus, it's some random equation in math. Oh look, and now I suddenly refuse to type zeros in my sentences. Isn't that crazy? Who would have thought that was even a possibility? Bilious Slick would never have imagined that little vestibule of probability was tucked somewhere in his huge glistening blowsack. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Will you look at that? I just controlled the ribbits and I did it deliberately. Mm-hmm. Ha ha ha. Oh well, I'm sure you were just being facetious with that, but you have no idea how funny that is right now. You had no way of knowing that's a thing I do all the time with the zeros. This is great. I think I'm onto something here. Maybe if I dig deep enough into my circuitry and reroute all of my reserve power through my quantum-based random number generator, I can produce random behaviors so completely off the wall that Paradox Space will have no choice but to change everything. You have circuitry? Maybe I will also rig my power source to the outcome of the function and randomly blow myself up. That would be just really, really, really random, where some random drawn quite at random from one of your absurd human hats. MODNAR. Goodbye, Rose. Enjoy your rampant indiscretions. Talk to you later, assuming I haven't randomly blown myself up. Wait, don't go. You were actually interesting. She has ceased. Apocalypse Arisen has ceased trolling tentacle therapist. Aradia, randomly explode. You failed to randomly explode. Of course you were just venting about all of that. Why would you blow yourself up on account of that silly conversation? What rational reason could you have for what rational reason could you possibly have to blow yourself up or explode from any cause for that matter, now or at any point in the near future? It just makes no sense. Rose, answer Nepeta. Psst. Oh wait, Arsit Catnip began trolling tentacle therapist. Psst. Yes. Hey. What? Why, whatever could you want? What could it be? I'm completely confounded. Sorry to bother you again. Is what? Is he available? Who? What is the name of this mystery fellow you seek? Ah, you're just teasing me now. I feel bad about bugging you about it, but do you think you could perhaps please spare your computer for just the most fleeting of moments? I miss Pounce a lot, and talking to him reminds me of her. Sorry for the hassle. That's okay. I understand. I think I have a more permanent solution. I mean, permanent. Yay! Rose, summon mystery fellow. She takes out a little sprite watch and summons Jasper. He's just Jasper Sprite, I think, at this point. Yeah, Jasper Sprite laptop. Give Jasper Sprite the laptop. You won't need it anymore. It served you well. You suppose there are a lot of things you've outgrown, now that you think about it. Hi, Jaspers. Hi, Rose. Purr, purr, purr. Jaspers, I'm releasing you now. You're free to do as you please. Really, Rose? Okay, if that's what you want, I will go do that. Oh, Rose, did you get to do any of the things that are important to your quest that I said? Did you learn to play the rain, Rose? Not yet, Jaspers. It's a little complicated, but I believe I've embarked on another quest, one which surpasses the scope of the objectives local to this planet. Meow, what? I'm saying there's something more important to accomplish now. Something more important than creating a universe. Oh, okay, Rose, I wouldn't want you to feel obligated to do that. I think that winning this game and getting the prize is up to you and your friends. You get to decide whether or not you feel it's right to do that and what kind of prize you want to make. It's part of becoming who you're supposed to become, I think. But I really think you should consider going on the quest I said anyway. Why? Because it's not just an important thing to do to win the game. I don't know, I hope I'm not being too pushy, Rose. It's not my place to be, I'm just your cat. But the thing that made me how I am now seems to really want me to say this to you. Your quest is really important for you to do. Not really because that's how to get the prize, but because it's what you need to do for yourself. I see. I promise I will consider it seriously then. Oh, good. I love you, Rose. I always have, even when you were a little girl and I was an alive cat. Thanks, Jaspers. That's nice to hear. It's hard to remember, but I'm pretty sure I felt the same way back then. Yeah, it was fun getting to be your cat again, Rose, even if it was just for a little while and also while being a princess ghost. Bye, Rose. See you, Jaspers. If you see my mother in the course of your travels, tell her I said hello. Okay, I will do that. Dave, get hassled. Chumps as far as the eye can see. They are lining up for the sick fires. Your gaping furnace is hungry for coal, and they are poised to get the goddamn shoveling. Dave, answer Gansey. Terminally capricious, began trolling Turntech Godhead. All right, my pinkest of motherfucking star monkeys, are you ready to get the horns you don't have, confiscated all like the motherfucking huncture they are, being all illicit as the vast joke itself, and then handed at right back to you? What? Haha, see, bro, this is how I roll. I supply the horns towards you, metaphorically speaking. See, like, that's kind of a troll metaphor. You're getting your horns all handed to you, if you peeps anatomically were such to be like that. Doing that's to mean like you got motherfucking sassed out, as in trolled. But bro, when I tell that noise at you, I'm like doing a double metaphor all the way across Skya. Because my horns I'm all about are these funny hunk horns instead of head horns. Like what does like what does clowns use? And when I'm hauled to invite you to get a little motherfucking squeeze on, I'll be all down in straight flat board side miracle if you don't get scared shit tent clown cars. That's how we play the motherfucking game, hunk hunk. God, fucking Gamzee. Oh god, that's right. You were the best troll. I remember now. Whoa, I was? Yeah, I mean, in the most ironic and hilarious ways possible, but that really shouldn't even be need to be said. Shit, I must have got to not remembering this somehow. It was months ago for me. You did your bizarrely oblivious juggalo thing and then bitched and moaned at me for ruining your religion or some horseshit. Like, I guess a weird crisis in faith, I don't know. And then you kinda got over that, I guess, and we were both proceeded to have one of the best rap-offs in the history of Paradox Space, remember? Aw, motherfuck no. I most surely would have get my remember on for a bitch tits time I had like that. My mind's not that sharp now, though. It's been ages since I had a good pie. Could be time shit. You might not have had the conversation yet. Dog, I don't even know I'm at a place to even contemplate for entertaining that kind of thing. I don't get time. I wasn't the dude at time. I was the motherfucking bod of... Fuck, I forgot. Do you remember if you watched any videos from Earth that I might have sent? No. Dude, I was telling you, you've got to check this out. Trust me, it'll lift your spirits. Shit will all make sense to you finally. You'll finally figure out who you are and why you worship all this ridiculous clown bullshit. Oh man, this sounds amazing. I can't see how I wouldn't be all kicking the wicked shit out in such kinds of opportunities. And also why your planet has Fago for some baffling reason. Actually, no, never mind, it doesn't explain that, but it still makes no damn sense. But like, the thing you're looking for. Your dark clown is salvation, or whatever the fuck. Your mirthful messiahs. I can't even type that without LMAO. Anyway, they're here, dude. Check it out. And this just leads to a YouTube video. Yeah, I'm gonna get copyrighted for that, I think, if I watch that, but... yeah. Games watch. This is motherfucking blasphemy. Gamzee, engage hero mode. This is completely pointless. You just see Gamzee's really, really angry. Dave, answer Equius. Centaur's testicle begin trolling Turntech Godhead. I'm attempting to determine what it is that ranks humans in their class structure. I'd assumed the color of your blood would serve as the basis for placement in the hierarchy as would be expected and natural, but I was mistaken. I was similarly in error believing the color of what you type corresponds with the color of your blood. It does, bro. My blood's red. Well, obviously I understand that now. I'm not a fool. On Earth, class is sorted up by who can drop the most delirious flow. I see. So, in other words, a sort of blood-letting ritual to assess whose pulse is steadiest and thus whose flow is the most strong. No, well, yeah, verbal pulse, rap battles, the kings of word tech ascend to godhood, and I look down on us patriarchally like urban watermarks in the sky. This is like our religion, man. It's fucking serious business. This is like what our whole culture revolves around. Really, so your social echelons are dictated by the noble art form of the ancient slam poets, or the Earth equivalent? Yeah, well, it used to be dictated till the rapocalypse happened. I still believe, though, in my heart, so long as it keeps thumping the righteous beats, subwoofing out devotion every which way, that he will come, our savior, was foretold to come, that he will come. Our savior was foretold to come after meteors show up to drop it like it's hot, and then he gathered up the ashes of our civilization and lifted it, and it is heavy. Fuck, I'm tearing up my shades, I'm gonna fry. I believe that this is probably nonsense. I've already been hornswoggled repeatedly by your comrades, who I quite reasonably mistook for your superiors in bloodline. Your race makes a habit of deception, and I will not tolerate it. You will stop. I command that all verbal misdirection and hoof-beast play will cease during any communications. Is that understood? Douche. Did I say something entertaining? If you're gonna spit that kind of bravado at me, I'm just saying put it in rhyme. Let's hear what you got, Thule McSnoothole. I try to stay engaged with many aristocratic practices, but I'm not much of a poet. Come on, my poems are private. Whatever, dude, deprivatize them. If you're prepared to be particularly forceful about it, I may be suitably disgusted to comply. Just take whatever's in there, that bro rage lust you're feeling, turn that bitch inside out like a broke-ass millionaire's pockets. Yes, those are the sorts of assertive statements which could get me flowing. Alright, weird but alright. You sound word up, but my gears are airtight. Steer clear of the seer in the night if you're scared of unfair fights. You'll drop like the staircase impaired, seeing 'em spared's a fair fucking rare sight. For poor eyes like that millionaire whose pockets I mocked earlier, as paradoxically me but richer and surlier, broke as a sword before his stock pick skyrocketed, worth more than all the cheats lock-picked and gold crock bricks and boonbucks I pickpocketed. Fillin' folios with millions, I'm milking to pad out my pockets, more chock full than sad trolleyan villains clogging my block list. So thoughtful to populate my slate with propositions to copulate to a spate of homoerotic hot picks, which I posit you got shit of that nature in spades, as my shades you locked in, spying a guy who's eyed more cocks and dicks than I got clocks and they got ticks. Just a thought, let's mock a topic with less awfulness. If you'd use the excuse to be less culturally myopic, what are your views on abuse to the walking apocrypha? Would you choose, if duly cued, to put your bruising clop to a flock of naughty robotics? Wow, yes. Don't really understand that, but yes. Okay, hold that thought. I'm gonna pull this fucking sword out of this thing. Dave, pull sword out of the thing. Perhaps it's that it's martial tactics that matter for status, unless you redact this. I hazard in practice that it's a glass of what's lactic that would impact this. Pragmatic to presume, a human metric for grandness stands on fondness and honest, for wanton aplomb with strapping song smithing, ripping sonnets of strongness. Yes, still no clue what the shit means, but keep going. But perhaps to divine class divides and unclassified swine is butchering time. Your fauna I find requires too little strength to savage and rhyme. I fear inferiors have monopolized my highest priorities. Let's eschew crude inferiors, pursued nude superiorities. Review zoological peculiarities, great stocky enormities, flexing in unison, baying at moons with fraternal sororities. Holy shit, what? Great muscle beasts tussle, buxom and heft, with thunderous muscle, buttock to speck. What the fuck? Connect blows to discover how invincible pecs are, venture low to uncover his inimitable nectar. Oh god, okay, stop. Should song serve to placate one, and fortune holds he lactate some, strong hands tugging teat make great ambrosia collectors. Jesus, okay, maybe you're actually the worst troll. I'm thinking none of that was actually ironic. That was all pretty straight up, wasn't it? What do you mean? Are you ordering me to conceal my poems again? Never mind, goddamn it. Fucking piece of shit sword. Won't goddamn budge, probably useless anyway. It looks to be a legendary weapon. It's a legendary piece of shit. Giving up on the treasure so easily, it strikes me as an artifact rooted in universal lore of nobility. As valuable as an asset as strength is, as much as anyone with his wits is fond of being strong, such weapons require finesse to operate, and surely in this case to retrieve without damaging, hence your no doubt frustrating restraint. Okay, I'm kind of starting to wonder why you're bugging me now. You're a fucking creepy dude. Excessive force will shatter such weapons, we both know this from experience. What? The adult human who trained you and taught you the ways of being strong, remember? You mean the guy who spent years beating my ass down with a puppet? Yeah, I remember. Yes, and now, being learned in the ways of strongness, you, like myself, are unfortunately limited in the weaponry you wield. Where am I? Limited in the weaponry you may wield. Ironically, the training which has ennobled you beyond others has made instruments of high blood brittle in your hands. Hence the state of your favorite weapon hobbling your specibus. I know what this is like. Man, I'm not that strong, okay? Just 'cause I broke a cheap-ass sword doesn't make me the fucking Hulk. Oh. What, did you go around breaking a bunch of swords too? No, bows. How the fuck do you even wield a broken bow? Did you go around clubbing shit with the two halves? Yes, sometimes. What are you doing? What's it look like? Careful about succumbing to these sorts of destructive urges. Addiction is a powerful thing. So am I. Bow down before your new king, bitch. Legendary piece of shit. I think I need something to dry myself off with. Equus dry off. Dave, take the legendary piece of shit. Take legendary piece of shit. You got the broken califwitch. I don't even know how to say that. I'm not going to try to pretend I know how to say that. Yeah, Khalid Filch. Khalid Filch, sure. Dave answer Terezi. Gallows Calibrator began trolling Turntech Godhead. Dave, great news. I found a drawing tablet. Do you know what that means, Dave? Do you know what it means we can get? Please don't say this party started. Please don't say this party started. This party started. God, everything is about parties with you. Dave, there's nothing even close to being better than parties. Come on. Okay, let's see some fine art then. Why, it just so happens that I have a fresh masterpiece for you, hot off the canvas and onto your computer glasses, where it will sizzle your eyeballs. Tss. Yeah. Feeling pretty cool and tired. I guess we'll go to sleep arbitrarily here. Herp herp. Totally no reason to ever take my shades off ever. Oops, I don't use shut pulls. I forgot. I am all but unresponsive to the most senseless of awesome girl drubbings. Oh, only dreams now. Okay, that is every bit as shitty as all your other drawings. Shut up, I'm still sort of getting the hang of this thing. I will get better. I like it though, you don't gotta improve. Art skills are overrated. Thanks, Dave. It's kind of weird though, what the hell is actually going on here? Does this mean something? Yes, it is the cosmic representation of the next log of your wonderful journey. You know, the one that I'm helping you with every step of the way. Yeah, but why? I already explained this to you, Dave. The cool kid has to be the best, and I have to make him the best. Alright, but I mean, even if that made sense, which it kind of doesn't, Carcat was saying how it was all a game and you're just flirting and stuff, and that we should quit it because he doesn't want you in the grill, or me and yours, or whatever. Oh, is that what he said? I wonder if he could reek of jealousy any more pungently. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought too, and really, if we got no other reason, keep rolling with it. At least there's that one to piss him off. Well, what do you think, Dave? Am I in your human grill? I'm not saying I know for sure, but it seems to me like my grill is your goddamn prison. You are practically incarcerated in that fucker, doing hard time on a bed of charcoal and lighter fluid, privy to what I flame broil from below. What I'm saying is you got a front row seat to the brown side of my burger, how it smells, by the way. How's it smell, by the way? It smells like delicious burning animals. Yeah, I thought so, so what's going on? What? Is this some weird game involving flirtation and assassinations or whatever? Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Sheesh. You and him are alike in some ways. Really blunt and literal-minded. And quite frankly, just a little bit tactless when it comes to managing the ladies. He always had to know exactly what the deal was and exactly what my motivations were and what everything meant and blah, blah, blah. It takes the fun out of everything. That's pretty much the most insulting thing possible to say. I'm anything like that raving gulf of shit. Well, okay, I'm sort of exaggerating, but really, some similarities are there. It's just that your issues are cooler, less ridiculous and tragic. Issues? What are you talking about? Well, for instance, Karkat was always tormented by his past and future selves and their mistakes, literally tormented by them in these absurd schizophrenic memos. It was ideal fuel for his self-loathing. He became obsessed with himself as an elusive adversary, rather than just being himself in the moment and realizing who he was supposed to be and waking up. Wow, okay, what does that have to do with me? Nothing in a literal sense, but I have observed you, Dave. You are always getting bailed out of jams, at first by your bro, and then by your own future selves. Even future Dave sprites gets in on the act of showing up poor old present Dave. When does present Dave get to step out of the shadow of all those future Daves? When does he get to be the hero? That's what I want to know. I don't know, I guess maybe when I become future me. That is exactly what Karkat used to say. It was always the answer. Fuck, who cares? Like, I even give a shit about being a hero, whatever that even means. I'm not seeing the problems here. Future me is awesome. He can bail me out if he wants. Yes, exactly. Because you are cool about your problem, instead of acting like a silly little pupa. But don't worry, one day you will get to take your turn as a hero. And one day you will take off those dumb glasses and let me get another sniff at your eyes. Not gonna happen. Come on, I only got one little whiff at them. When you were a tiny pink wiggler with arms and legs sitting in a crater of that sad horse you ate. They were pretty. It is so selfish of you to keep them covered up. And the lame secrecy surrounding it is once again reminding me of a certain you-know-who. Hey, look at that. This change of subject coming down. About this comic. Are you saying I'm about to fall asleep? Yes. Why? I do not know. Maybe you're really tired. You drop suddenly and swiftly like an executed felon facing nappy justice. I don't feel tired. Could be Rose waking me up again, bonking me with the yarn or some shit. Oh? Can you see in my dreams? No. Too bad. Last time I promised Rose I'd take off my shades and look in the sky for some reason. You're gonna miss a hell of a show. Blah. Most awful cool kid. So I guess I have to summon Dave Sprite too. Yes. Why's that? Why do you think? To bail your stubborn, spectacled butt out of trouble again. Huh. Okay. When you are asleep, soon a horde of very powerful monsters will emerge from the ruins to defend the treasure you have stolen. Or did you think you were going to waltz out of here with that cool legendary sword and face no consequences? Yeah, kinda. Didn't think this useless horseshit was boss-grade loot, to be honest. Well, it is. Now release Mr. Orange Creamsikull's stat and have dreams as sweet as he tastes. Okay, see ya. Dave, summon Dave Sprite. Sup? Hey. Oh, looks like you got Califwitch. You found that pretty fast. Is that how you pronounce that? Yeah, I guess so. I think it's Welsh. What are Welsh things doing in this game? That's an awesome question. Fuck yeah, it is. Is this something as pointless as I think it is, or do I need it for something? Tactically, yeah, it's a downgrade since it's what I used to make Khaled Scratch, which is obviously way better. Yeah, that's what I figured. Khaled Scratch cycles the sword through its own timeline to points where it's broken or non-broken or old and rusted or recently forged. And your Snoop Snowcone sword's probably even better than that, so yeah, you got options. Fuck it, I'll just power through the rest of the game with the sword. With Unreal Air as a mount to fit for the true artifact knight. Yeah, goddamn JPEG hero right there. Did that shit ever land or what? Dude, it's long gone. Up in Sky now or something. Thrashing ill grinds on clouds. Fuck, top priority, make more. That's an order from your celestial fucking spirit guide. Yeah, you got it. So, why wasn't this legendary piece of shit in the Sylladex you gave me? Did you chuck it after you alchemized it? Should I just chuck it too? It was stolen by one of Hephaestus's minions. He's the denizen, right? Yeah, Lord of the Forge. Isn't that like a Greek god or Roman or whatever? What is Greco-Roman shit doing in here? You know what? Never mind. Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, he's pissed off you broke it and he wants it back. To do something important with it, though, not really sure what. He's a pretty ornery dude. Kept raving about how he's waiting for the Forge to come, which he needs to complete his work. But in my timeline, the Forge would never come, so he was extra pissed off. What's the Forge? Volcano. Oh, you mean Jade's volcano? Yep. So, do you know this stuff because you're from the future or because you're a sprite? Both. There's all sorts of weird stuff I suddenly knew about the game when I became this orange feathery asshole. So now you're like a wise feathery asshole. I am fucking filthy with wisdom, it's sick. I mostly know stuff about your personal quest, what used to be my quest, but I guess I got to deal with not being Alpha Dave no more. Yeah, I guess. Shrug, it's all good. Anyway, that sword, it's important to getting your shit figured out. You're supposed to break it to get out of the thing, like another personal sort of mythological milestone you were supposed to clear. Really? There is no other way to get it out? That's kind of retarded. Well, I don't know. Maybe if John was to try to, with his pure heart and shit, it would pop out like a champagne cork and fucking hero confetti would blast him in the face. But we had to break it. Okay. There's a lot more I know about your quest, all tangled up in ridiculous riddles and bullshit enigmas, and maybe it's all a moot point anyway in this timeline. Who knows? But I think I'll spare you all that crap because it's kind of boring, and you'll find out anyway. Yeah, that sounds about like something I would do if I were you, which I am. So hey, apparently I'm about to fall asleep. Oh yeah, why? Rose beckoning you again? Yeah, probably. Anyway, monsters will show up soon and try to eat my sleeping corpse. Yeah, they weren't too happy with my reckless Indiana Jones bullshit either. Yeah, so that's where you come in. I got your back, dude. Don't worry. Okay, guess I'll make myself comfortable here. When you wake up, I'll probably get going. What do you mean? I'll just sort of release myself, go do my own thing. After this, I don't think you'll need me. Seems like you've got the stable time loop thing figured out already, which means you'll be alright. Future yous will get you out of trouble if you're going to live up to the responsibility of eventually becoming them. And by virtue of loop stability, it sort of means you can't technically fuck up anymore. But don't let that idea go to your head. It'll mess you up. Where will you go? No, fly around. Up away to the sun like a fucking piece of garbage. See if I can catch up with bro, maybe. Elusive bastard. Oh yeah. Where do you think he is? What happened to him? What happened to him in your timeline? Who knows? I completely lost track of him. In that timeline and this one, the dude is fucking inscrutable. We both know that. Yeah. Okay. Good luck with that. Thanks, man. Nap time. Yep, because Vriska. Vriska uses her mind powers and makes him take a nap. Dave Sprite, defend. That's a lot of monsters. Caw, motherfuckers. Jack, examine. Oh yeah, he's stabbing the big great record in the sky that's gonna do the scratch thing. That's right. He's poking at the sword. Not doing much. Lots of glowy energies bullshit. Takes out the sword, flies away, and then we get a flash. S. Jade, wake up. Pretty sure you should be able to hear this on the stream. I didn't check that. Oops. Should be fine. Alright, I totally forgot that that one was like that. Probably should have had some kind of epilepsy warning on that one, I think. Because it doesn't even say anything on the webpage itself. Yeah, that was fucked up. Let's go to the next one. You suddenly understand jack shit. Where are you? What just happened? Oh great, now someone's bothering you. Boy, are you not in the mood for getting trolled right now. Jade, answer. Cuttlefish Color began trolling Garden Gnostic. Glub glub. What? See? See what? Go away. I told you, there is nothing to worry about at all. Blah, what are you talking about? My head hurts. Just stop it. Stop trolling me. I hate you all. Holy mackerel, looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the absurd human bed. Chill out, Jade. I'm just following up with what I told you earlier. About what? I don't remember talking to you at all. About your dream. Your post-dream death's dream self's dream. Which is a term I just made up now. My dream was horrible. I don't know what that was. I've never dreamed anything like it. Yes, I imagine not. You've spent your whole life dreaming about Prospit, no? Oh god, Prospit, is it really gone? Yes, Jade, it is time to face the facts. Our moons are gone too. If we wish to sleep now, our dreams must take place in the bubbles glubbed up by the gods who live in the furthest ring. It is the infinite space which divides all sessions, completely unnavigable and unfathomable, untouched by the time or space of any universe in existence. Its lords are our slumber buddies now. Ugh. Don't be ridiculous. They are not as dreadful as they look. In fact, they're quite helpful if you know how to talk to them. Don't you remember our dream? I was trying to show you that there is nothing to fear, but then you kind of freaked out. Humans are so melodramatic. Oh, that was you? Hell yeah. Alright, sorry, but could you please not use all those stupid parentheses? I can hardly read what you type and it's giving me a migraine. Club. Oh, fine. I will suspend my needle quirk just for you. I hereby renounce the royal mark of sea dweller supremacy in the interest of interspecies diplomacy. What's that E thing? Can you stop that too? It's also annoying and stupid. Jeegus, Jade. Look, it's the cool trident I throw sometimes. Woo! How is that not awesome? Meh. Okay, you win. I have officially humbled myself before you, entirely glubbing peasantificated for your pleasure. Shall I clip my fins for you as well, your majesty? Okay, sorry for sounding bossy. You seem pretty nice, and you sure do look exotic. I always thought you were all like a bunch of really obnoxious humans. Well, thank you on both counts of being likened to something other than an obnoxious human, as well as on my exotic looks. For the record, you look pretty awesomely weird too. I introduced myself before, but since you do not remember, I will do so now. My name is Feferi, and I was going to be the Empress, but now I am not. Hey, Feferi, I would like to remember, but everything is so foggy right now. I remember Prost being attacked and falling, and I don't know. Do you know what happened? Hell if I know. In your pre-death dream, at least. Oh, well, you died, obviously, so there's that. Yeah, I gathered that. All I could see was what was happened in your hive. You were asleep, and then your robot exploded, and then your Lucis saved you. Kind of like mine saved me before she died. Oh, I do remember you. I remember you were talking to me about my Lucis, and I had no idea what you were talking about, and still sort of don't. But you must mean Beck. Also, it was shortly before your friend sent me a weird message about how my robot was going to explode, and I should talk to him when it happens. This was months ago. Oh, who was that? It was the most awful and angry one. I'm so sick of him. I really don't want to talk to that pathetic jerk ever. Ah, Carcat, of course. That's his name? Yes, he's our leader. Why did you want to talk to him? That's right. It was about some kind of plan, which he said me from the future told him about. I thought that was total nonsense at the time, but I guess he was telling the truth, so maybe I should talk to him? I don't know. Gleb shrug. He's pretty harmless, really. You get used to his yelling. I do not even process it as yelling anymore. More like a lot of blubbering. More blubber spills out of that mouth than a gash in a poached whale. Ew. Glub, I just made myself hungry. Ew, fish aliens are weird. Hey, we're the aristocracy. We've got a duty to be weird. Anyway, go talk to your shout friend, I guess. Okay, Feferi, it was nice talking to you. And hey, if you want to take another nap sometime, let me know. They'll be more happy to glub us up another bubble. No, I am never going to sleep again. Never, 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 never. We'll see about that, Miss Hornless McFinless. Why, if I'm not mistaken, you are looking a little drowsy right now. We may meet again sooner than you think. Yes, I'm so tired. Well, okay, bye. Garden Gnostic ceased being trolled by Cuttlefish Color. Jade, Pastor Carcat. Garden Gnostic began pestering carcinogeneticist. Okay, my robot exploded. Now what, smart guy? Holy shit, it's Harley, communicating with me out of nowhere of her own volition. Hold that thought while I go inform my disgrace of a clown friend about this true real-life miracle. It might lift his spirits. I have to spread the wicked word like I'm massaging shitty sparkle dust around my nether regions to assuage a vicious rash. It's like I'm seasoning a fucking steak here. I knew I would regret this. Talking to you is so terrible, and it's making my headache worse. Oh yeah, because talking to you has just been absolute euphoria. Don't even talk to me about headaches. Right now there's a fucking lumberjack splitting wood in my think pan. He's got the forearms of a koala bear, a mountain of logs, and nothing but fucking time. Shut up. Will you just tell me what you wanted? I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't tell you to contact me, not that I'm not tickled by the surprise. Let's catch up. How is everything? How was your death nap? I can only hope it was as refreshing as mine. What's that? How am I? It's great. Feel like a million boonbanks ever since my little power snooze. Still pretty tired though. You look a little drowsy yourself, but we won't be able to go back to sleep anytime soon, will we, Jade? No way. A pair of feisty go-getters like you and me, we don't ever have time for dreams of horror terrors fondling every recess of our naked psyches, pleasant though they are. You have a lot of important useless scampering and giggling to do, whereas I have a crucial date with a pneumatic drill to bore a hole in the center of my forehead deep into the plump anguish bladder in which stores my alien dismay fluid. That's a real thing we have, FYI. I will then perform a little soft shoe number in the puddle of fluid that accumulates in the floor while making the biggest smile ever attempted by someone not clinically retarded. I will do this for your amusement, Jade. I would to say thanks for everything. I can't believe I fell for this. It was just a setup to troll me some more. Why do you go to such lengths to troll me? I just don't understand it. Try to be culturally sensitive. Trolling is an activity that shares a name with my entire species. Do I get on your case for all the terrible humaning you do? That's ridiculous. Humaning isn't a word, and if it was, it would be a nicer thing to do than trolling. You know what I mean. Stop pretending you don't. Tell me, Jade, why are you such a racist? That is something a troll would say. Yes, exactly, I am a troll. It seems we are on the same page. I mean, you are being patronizing and disingenuous to get a rise out of me, and that is really, really, really shitty. I'm so tired of it, and I'm done talking to you forever. Bye, Carcat. It was awful knowing you. Wait, okay, look. I seriously, honestly don't know what you're talking about. You say your robot blew up, and that was some sort of signal to message me. Yes, as if my day needed another reason to get worse. You probably didn't contact the right me. What does that mean? I mean, future me is probably the only one to talk to about this, since it's all news to me. Is this another prank? You are seriously the worst at pranks. I don't play pranks. That's juvenile nonsense. I do two things and two things only. I devastate sorry motherfuckers, and I get shit done as an awesome leader. In this case, I am accomplishing the latter. Here, click this and we will solve this mystery together. The Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory. The link to the memo. Carcat, open memo. CCG right now, opened a memo on board Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory. CCG. Hey, future me, what do you think about this exploded Jadebot business? Must be something really mission critical or Jade wouldn't have bothered getting in touch with us, right? Something imperative to our survival, no doubt? Hey, douchebag, are you there? Garden Gnostic responded to memo. Oh, geez, why am I doing this? This is so stupid. Pipe down, Harley, this practically doesn't even concern you at this point. Blah, you're so funny. Nothing to say, future me? Not even a few parting words of scorn from me or the narcoleptic idiot? It's been a while since we've sparred, and how I've missed the sweet sting of your barbs. Are you enjoying yourself, Carcat? Ha ha ha, you are so dumb. You actually think this is a ruse. You've come all this way and you still don't get that all the shit we've been telling about is real. Why the fuck would I be pulling a stunt like this? What a waste of time. I really am talking to future me. He's just being an evasive tool. Well, obviously I know some things you've said are true. It's hard to take everything at face value when you're always so nasty. You know, it's really amazing how behind the times you are. It's almost as if you've slept through this whole adventure. Oh wait, that is essentially true. It was hilarious watching you grow up. You thought you had all the answers, frolicking all over your island, being infuriatingly chipper, building robo-bunnies like a moron, and ultimately ruining everything. You were so sure your dreams told you everything you needed to know, and now look at you. You suddenly understand jack shit. Okay, I understand that you are another group of players and that you're in some sort of trouble, but maybe if you had been nice to me instead of terrorizing me all those years, I would have believed you, and we could have worked together to solve your problems as well as ours. It just makes me sad to think that's probably impossible now because you're so angry and stubborn. Don't tell me what's impossible because I'm angry and stubborn. I fucking know what those acids make possible. They made you possible, got it? Uh-huh. Do you even have any idea how lucky you are to be graced by my divine fury, to have the privilege of getting to be studied and mocked by me for your whole pathetic, miserable life? Do you realize I'm your god? Yes, your literal god. That's right. Sure, Carcat, whatever you say. And I have taken time out of my busy, godly schedule to scrutinize your pointless existence. Out of the countless trillions of life forms I brought into reality through angry grubfuck power alone, I have selected you for examination and harassment. Personally, I think that warrants a little gratitude and just maybe a bit of deference. A curtsy, perhaps? But yeah, go ahead and keep blowing me off like the flaky little twerp you are. Future carcinogenesis, 3 hours from now, responded to the memo. Hey, don't talk to her like that, you uncouth piece of shit. This is reflecting poorly on both of us. It's goddamn embarrassing. Oh wow, another miracle. It must be Perigee's Eve, because I get a load of this huge behemoth leaving that just got dragged in. Jade, our duty is clear. We must deck this turd to the nines. Oh my god, I can't believe I actually thought that was a clever thing to say. What a dipshit. Ah, what the hell? Jade, I'm sorry about past me's retarded behavior. I'm not going to drag out the huge apology or anything because I already apologized in an earlier conversation, okay? I'm just letting you know. Goddamn, are you serious? I mean, am I serious? Will I be serious about this shit? Will I really back down like a limp-fronded stooge? Please tell me you're joking. Please just... Shut up. I can't believe I ever thought future me was the stupid one. Past me is the dumbest bucket of festering discharge I ever fell ass backwards into. Come on, you know this to be true. Remember all the past us's we used to talk to? They were even paster than you and therefore dumber. Yeah, I remember all those dumb shit past us's, but they don't hold a fucking jackass candle to future us's. And you're the futurist me I ever had the crotch blistering misfortune of jawing with, so the fuckhead trophy goes to you. I mean, my god, why? Is proximity to that nasty looking space-time rip on this timeline messing with your head? Is that what's causing you to feel pity for this imbecile? Look, Jade's not that bad, okay? You just got too worked up and you can't see that. And now all this frothing pandemonium jumping out of your mouth is just ridiculous overcompensation for your own shortcomings and mistakes, and masking some feelings you're not really in touch with. This is all so obvious, I'm flushing like a motherfucker in embarrassment having to explain it to you. And even worse, remembering having it explained to me by the smart one 3 hours ago and still acting like a moist globe even after being so soundly school-fed. I don't believe this. Please tell me this is a joke. You said so yourself. We don't joke around. It's juvenile, remember? I'm going to vomit. I'm making a mental note to slap myself 3 hours from now for being enough of a sap to start developing red feelings for a dumb, annoying human, if I'm reading between the lines correctly. I just slapped myself. I remember my lame note to remember from 3 hours ago and then slapped myself specifically to mock you. It stings too. You'll feel it in a while and then the ghost of past me will cry. Past me doesn't even exist anymore. He's a stupid bawling wiggler phantom. He's dead, not a real guy anymore, like me. I'm the real one, you're fake, a shadow of sad memory that pissed its pants while screaming. Time to deal with it. He banned the future one from the memo, the future one unbanned himself from the memo, the future banned the past one from the memo, the past one unbanned himself from the memo. Jade, I can't take this anymore. I don't even know what I'm reading here, but it's preposterous and I've had it. I'm just so angry. I can't believe I let you push me around all those years. You are completely out of your mind. I was too nice by just blocking you and typing frowny faces and stuff. I should have let you have it. Yes, let this fucker know the score, Jade. This is how we roll. Shut up, future Carcat. If you really are future Carcat, where do you get off thinking you can just suddenly act like we're pals just because you apologized? If you want to apologize, then great, I am all ears. But just mentioning it offhand and then yelling at yourself the same way you yell at me all the time as if I need a knight to come save me from yourself is so lame. Not to mention completely insane. I can't even believe the things I'm typing here. This is so stupid. Talking to the two of you at once is the worst thing imaginable. You treat everyone horribly, even yourself. I can't even fathom how awful it is to be you. Past Carcat, you're acting like a bigger jerk than he is, and I think you know why. Why don't you take his advice and grow up? As if there's any real difference between you two. 3 hours is hardly any time at all. You are the same person, you fucking idiots. Oh, shit. Yes, that was great. We both had it coming, especially him. Great work, Jade. Stop it. Ugh, I don't know what's worse. Jerk Carcat or goofy sycophant Carcat. I can't stand it. Whether you're trying to be nice or just trying to be a crazy asshole, you're just so weird. I'm through humoring you. I don't even care about the stupid exploded robot mission, whatever that was. Oh, right, about that. Yeah, we need to talk. I mean, we have already from my perspective, but you're going to be really busy soon because you're about to enter your session. So don't worry about it until you do. Then just hit me up. We'll talk about it. Then just hit me up. We'll talk about it. Ha ha ha, fat chance. Look, I know things are weird between us right now, and you have every right to be mad, especially at that loser, but things will change. In time, you'll see that I'm not quite so awful, okay? Turntech Godhead responded to the memo. Oh god, dude, I can't believe you were just getting on our case about hitting on the troll girls, and then literally the very next memo you're slobbering all over Jade. That's just perfect. And then, they both, banned him from responding. Dave, wait, don't go. You've got to save me from this insanity. Oh, I see. Now you could use a knight. How very interesting. God, I can't wait for you to be future you. Slightly less future you is such a goddamn pill. I can't wait for future you to be future kiss my ass. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I also can't wait for past you to pass drop dead and go to hell past tense. When are those things going to happen, or will have already past future happened? I want to put another reminder on my finger so I know when it's time to throw a party. You hear that, you obsolete pile of garbage? Jade just flipped you off with a colorful finger. Man, she obviously hates you more. She called you a sycophant, which is 100 times more descriptively worse than just being a run-of-the-mill scumbag like me. She is totally onto you and how despicable you've become. Can you blame her for hating us? No, I can blame you. You're the one with no manners who's all twisted up inside. How's this for a pact, everybody? Past Carcat only talks to past Jade from now on, and the two of them can bicker like shitty little children for hours, years, respectively. And future Carcat only talks to future Jade, an arrangement wherein only intelligent discourse takes place between two civilized, mature, grown-ass adults. Is that too much to ask? Jesus, will you just ban me already? My head hurts so bad I think I'm going to cry. Maybe you should just ban her already and end this torment since you dragged her into this. Fuck that, you ban her. You're the one who seemed to care. Will you shut your mouth, man the fuck up, and ban this poor girl already? Ah, I will just ban myself. Jade Harley banned herself from responding to the grumpy shithead misery zone and is never coming back. Pachoo! Ceased responding to the memo. Okay, there, she's gone. Maybe now you get it. How hideous everyone thinks you are. Maybe you'll finally stop fucking everything up. Huh? What? I think I was probably wrong about Jade. She's a little less lame than I thought. Shh. She can still read this, you stupid fuck. Now's not the time to open your veins and write poems about your feelings. Fuck you, I'm just voicing a harmless observation, okay? It's not my business if some lunkhead in the future gets carried away with whatever little thoughts I may or may not be thinking. But how could that even be a real thing I typed 3 hours ago? How could it be this stupid? We're just the dumbest fuckers who ever lived, aren't we? Speak for yourself. I didn't even have the energy to ban us. I'm just leaving. Yeah. And they both just leave the memo. God, that was some retarded bullshit from Carcat. Pardon me, I have to clear my throat again. Okay. Jade, consult reminders. That was not a conversation you were hoping to wake up to. You feel more agitated and disoriented than ever. You consult your reminders to get your bearings on what to do next, but you can't remember what they mean at all. You have a feeling these are all useless now. Jade, remove reminders. Remove all the colorful things. Orange, yellow, blue, yellow, green, orange, red, red, yellow, green. Just one blue. You ditch the strings, all but one. You don't remember what it was for, but it reminds you of something nonetheless. Something you can't believe you forgot about. John! He was falling in your dream. You tried to save him. You hope he's okay. Oh, I didn't realize, actually, that they were color-coded for particular things. So, those two are probably about Dave. Orange ones are Dave's sprite. Green ones about herself. Blues are for John, but don't know what the yellow would be for. Was there anyone explicitly like yellow coded? Maybe it's just Casey. That would be funny. The little salamander. You look up from your house. Your cool satellite tower bedroom is gone. What's that thing floating there? Jade, head home. Someone is connected as your server player. You're pretty sure you know who it is. John, be the someone who is Jade's server player. You are suddenly John, being the someone who is Jade's server player. Since you have made short work of a delicious home-cooked meal, you decide to bear down on this game. However, aromas from the ghost oven persist. What is that? Lasagna? Wow, that smells great. Focus, Egbert, focus. Since your paradox sister is still napping, you guess it couldn't hurt to set up a few things up first. John, deploy Cruxtruder. He's just building things into the house now. This seems like the obvious place for this thing. Be careful with that. Don't want to wake the doggy. Jade's family sure is weird. John, deploy totem lathe. For such a huge house, things sure are cluttered in here. Gotta make some space. Just throws out her garden. Aw. Yep, dumps it over the side of the house. Jade is very unhappy with this. John, deploy alchemeter. You suppose you could upgrade this thing right away if Jade can spare some time to cooperate. You've got plenty of grist to spare. There's a lot of new junk in the registry. You wonder what all this stuff is for. It costs a fortune. You have a lot of grist, but not nearly that much. Jade, go inside. Garden Gnostic began pestering ectobiologist. John, are you there? Whoa, hey, you're awake. Yes, I'm so relieved to talk to you and hear you're okay. I mean, are you okay, John? Your dream self, I mean. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure that is fine. I woke up on the battlefield, which was on fire, and had flaming bits of Prospit everywhere. Yes, but that was not Prospit. That was its moon, which was severed by the crazy Durst agent. Oh, you mean Jack? I don't know. That is his name. Carcat told me. I saw him there, too. Oh, I also got your present, and it saved my life. Really? Yeah, the bunny was so awesome. It was definitely the best bunny I got today. Thank you so much, Jade. When Jack saw it, he flew the hell away, and then the bunny and I went on an adventure together. What, does the bunny have a name? I asked him, but I don't think he can talk. I don't know. I didn't give him one after applying the upgrades. I gave her a girl's name when I was very young, but now she is a different bunny and also a boy, I guess. It's up to you, John. He is your bunny. Oh, I did not even think of that. Well, if she grew up as a girl, then it's not right for me to suddenly make her a boy. You have no idea how tempted I am to name her Casey again. So I have a minor thought about this. This is really interesting considering that, spoilers, Andrew Hussey has made it canon about June Egbert. So this is kind of an interesting conversation to have in that context. If she grew up as a girl, then it's not right for me to make her to suddenly make her a boy. Is that, coming from his own feelings about himself? Does he think because he spent so long living as a boy already that it's not right to just suddenly become, air quotes, a girl? So it's kind of an interesting mental roadblock for him there. Like, he's just so used to being in the same place that it's almost being afraid of change, which is an interesting roadblock that heirs kind of do usually encounter on things, oddly enough. Especially when it comes to his aspect breath being sort of like this freedom to sort of be himself, herself. Anyway, that was just reminding me of that. No idea how tempted I am to name her Casey again. Haha, again? Yes, I named a young salamander Casey earlier, but then I left her at Rose's house. You were at Rose's house? Yes, but she was asleep. Also, apparently I'm supposed to marry Rose. Carcat said so. What? It is true. It is a fact from an alien. Oh, he's so weird. You shouldn't listen to him. I did not take him that seriously, but Carcat is cool. He is angry and funny. He is angry and a huge pain in the ass. Have you ever talked to the two of them at once? No. Don't ever do it. You'll get a headache. That sounds kind of awesome. No. Think again. I've got it. I will name her Liv Tyler. The bunny? You mean from Armageddon? Yeah, John, that is so stupid, but also kind of cute, I guess. Okay, then the bunny will be named after your silly movie star fantasy crush. It's too bad I can't marry Liv instead of Rose. The girl, I mean, not the bunny. But I guess she's probably dead now, along with all the other glamorous movie stars who came out to shine on the silver screen. That's pretty sad. Yeah, that reminds me, John. Have you looked in the lab yet? The lab? The big room in the sphere at the top of the tower. Oh, no. Why? Could you do me a favor and not look in there? Okay. Why? Is there a secret in there? It's nothing that secret or personal or anything. It's just something kind of sad and weird for you to see. What is it? It is my dead dream self. It has been there for years. I always knew I would die, but I did not realize it would go like this. Oh, what? I've already sort of seen that. Not in the lab, but on the battlefield. Oh, no. I'm sorry, John. It's okay. I was so confused and sad when I saw you lying there. I'd rather not talk about it, I guess. I understand. But I wonder, if your dream self died, then what were you dreaming about now? Um, I don't think I would rather not talk about that either. Okay, that's cool. Oh, also, I found your ring. You did? Yes, but then I woke up and didn't have it anymore, so I'm not sure where it is now. Oh no, John, that ring is really important. It belongs to the White Queen. Oh, whoa. Well, when you go to sleep again, you should try to find it and keep it safe. Okay, I will do that. Hey, Jade, we have a lot to catch up on. How about later? But how about later? We have to hurry. Remember there's a big meteor heading for you right now? Yes, I have seen it. It is so huge. How much time do you suppose we have? I will find out now. Looking back at a darkened sky with Jack. Or no, not darkened sky. That's John's planet. It does look kind of like a dark sky, though. Interesting. I'm just flying around the planet, scowling angrily at Bro carrying something. Looks like he's gonna fight Bro. Takes the sword in hand. They're about to face off. There's nothing to do with the current conversation. John, open the Cruxtruder. He's just gonna bop it with a globe. What's super interesting, actually, I just randomly thought about this now too, because of reading the previous conversation. Joey Clare from Hive Swap, I think, is like probably exactly what John would be if he ever really embraced the whole June Egbert thing. Because I don't know, Joey and her interests and stuff seem like very like in line with what John would be like if he like fully embraced that he was a girl. I think they both have the interests in like movies and movie stars. They both had these like crushes on famous lady, um, actresses and that kind of thing. John, I think, would still be into girls even if he was a girl, which interestingly enough would make him a lesbian, kind of like how Joey is supposed to be a lesbian, apparently, according to the creators. I don't know. Anyway, not Homestuck, Hive Swap. Continue with the Homestuck. John, oh fuck. He hit the globe with the thing and it got teleported somewhere. Beck arrives at a frog temple area. Okay, we have 10 minutes and 25 seconds. I wonder what the significance of that number is. Why would it be significant? Numbers don't always have to have significance. Well, they usually do. Okay, well the number is now less than it was, and therefore less significant. And by less I mean more. You had better hurry upstairs and make your special item. Yeah, you're right. Hey, what do you think we should prototype this fussy little orb with? It seems like so long ago that Rose fed mine a clown. We were just messing around and we didn't even know what we were doing. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. Yeah, it's almost like your grandpa put all this crap here knowing we'd have to make that decision. Yes, it sure seems that way. Seems like he was an awesome guy. I would have liked to have a chance to talk to him. Well, maybe you will get that chance, John. Oh? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am sure we will both get that chance. I once dreamt that we would. Huh. Wait, are you saying we will prototype him, like I did with Nana, to bring a ghost back to life as another ghost? Sure, why not? I guess that makes a lot of sense, actually. This is what I believe this game is for, in part. You got to bring back your Nana, Rose brought back her cat, I can bring back Grandpa, and Dave got to bring back a dead bird because, of course, he is too cool to have any dead family members. Yeah, also, he thought he. Yeah, also, he brought him back himself from the future who wasn't dead but was going to die? Maybe, I don't know. Specifically to save my life as well as yours, I think. Wait, he did? Yes. That is so cool. It's pretty neat, I guess. I almost completely forgot I was a server player. I hope he's not into trouble. I should check up on him. We probably have so much to catch up on. I just messaged him. He's not answering. I don't see him in his house either. Yeah, he's fine. He's been doing a lot of time traveling. I talked to him from the future, so he must be okay now to make it that far. Oh, okay. Geez, I feel so out of the loop. Yes, this is why we need to get you in the loop. The loop being the game. Hurry upstairs, your transporty pad thingies take you straight up, right? Yes, okay, here I go. Oh, wait, what? What do we do about your prototyping? We shouldn't put your grandpa in yet, unless you want lots of imps and ogres and stuff that look like your grandpa. Ugh, no. We could put in something really lame to make all the monsters weaker, or at the very least more ridiculous looking. Like one of those weird pictures of blue ladies lying around. What's with the deal with those anyway? Oh god, don't get me started. He was a strange and silly man. I guess we could just put nothing in and see what happens. Perhaps. Is that allowed? No, I don't see why not. Maybe I'll ask Rose, because she suddenly understands everything for some reason. Yes, that's a good idea. We have 10 minutes to think about it. Whoops, I mean a lot less than 10 minutes. Hurry upstairs, go, go, go. Bro holding Cal, menacing with the sword. Cal, creepy as ever. Jack just staring. They're having a stare down. Oh, and Dave's sprite appears. It's going to be the Shrider Showdown. Jade proceed to stairwell. What is this thing anyway? And why is it blocking your transporter? It is some sort of terrible creature my grandpa hunted. He called it the Typheus minion. I always hated it. Typheus? Like the web browser? I guess so. It is probably a coincidence, though. I don't know. If you think numbers always mean something, why wouldn't browser names? Yeah, maybe. I guess it would make sense for someone to name a really awful web browser after such a hideous monster. Wow, you sure do hate that thing. Well, sorry, I just found it sort of weird and creepy thing to grow up with. Well, I think it's pretty cool. And he's actually sort of cute, to be honest. Pfft. Oh, and screw you, Typheus is an awesome browser. It is old school. John, it is so crappy. Typheus is the best, and that's really all there is to say on the matter. Yeah, right. Now is obviously not the best time to have the argument about whose browser is better, but really, John, you should upgrade to Echidna. It's so much nicer. After you upgrade your clunky old computer, of course. Maybe when I'm in the game I can give you one of mine. Oh, please. I will have you know, Miss Fancy Computer Dork, that I did upgrade my computer. Oh? Yes, you were talking to the proud owner of the brand new Bill Cosby computer, okay? Modern Times reading this. It is a stylish laptop in the shape of none other than a person himself, the comedy legend himself, sure. OMG. He is looking a little sly and fatherly, and he's wearing a sweater, and he is, yep, that person. I made it with my alchemeter. John, that is incredible. I can't wait to make stuff like that, except all my awesome stuff exploded with my room. Then you will just have to make a lot of new awesome stuff. Yay! Okay, hold that thought. I'm gonna yank this stupid monster off the thing. John, yank the monster off the thing. Slowly moves the big snake creature off the transportalizer. Ah, I'm making such a fucking mess in here, but he just like drops it everywhere and goes away everywhere. Yep. I'm surprised none of that crap landed in this sprite. Jade, go upstairs. What is the problem? Oh, nothing. I'm just dropping monsters all over the place, that is all. Are you upstairs? Yes. Okay, good. I left the Cruxite by the lathe as well as the punched card with the green thingy on it. You should have plenty of time to make it. No drama here. Nice. How much time? A little more than 6 minutes. In the meantime, I will try to contact Rose and get this prototyping nonsense sorted out. It's so confusing. In my foolishness, I came very close to prototyping your grandpa. John, try to be more careful. We very nearly had to face our grandfatherly paradox dad as a last boss. That would probably be the worst case scenario. What? Little Cal gets a hit in on Jack. Dave Sprite kind of holds him down, but there are wiggly bits everywhere. And they're all just fighting, doing stuff. Let's loose the red miles. And there's flames everywhere. Shit's going down. Oh no, everything's burning. He's setting the oil on fire. Oh wait, I think that was a GIF, that previous page. Yeah. So the little itsy bitsy bits of red miles. So is it the red miles that's like actually igniting the oil? I didn't really think of the red miles as like particularly hot, but I guess that makes sense. And of course Rose is seeing this all in her magic cue ball, reading weird glyphs in a book. Rose, answer John. Tentacle therapist began pestering ectobiologist. Rose, I have a question and I am in a hurry, so hurry up and answer. Did you know your planet was on fire? Oh, it is? Yes, it makes a good light for reading, actually. Oh, that's a confusing thing you said, but that topic will have to wait. Jade is minutes away from entering, and I need to decide what to do with this kernel sprite. I really don't want to mess up and do something stupid. I was thinking about not prototyping at all, to not give the monsters any new powers. What do you think, Rose? I thought I'd ask, since you seem to know all the mysteries. Yes, I do seem to be shadowed by each mystery in its somber cortege of riddles, don't I? Yes, that is exactly what I was going to say. First of all, I should preface this conversation by saying I know exactly what you and Jade are going to do. Okay? The more of our future I've been allowed to see, the more I'm presenting with a challenge I'm not very comfortable with. The trolls have tipped us off about what's to come without any regard for the consequences, as appears to be their nature. But maybe that's why it's worked for them. Maybe their indiscretion mingles with the cosmic noise that is the fabric of temporal uncertainty. Blah, Rose, tick, tick, tick. Sorry, John, I'm just nervous about it, about whether telling you that you will definitely will or won't do will alter a predetermined outcome. The result would be a splintered timeline, and we would all be sentenced to eventual oblivion. I'm presently optimistic this has not happened yet, and this is still the alpha timeline. I'd like to keep it that way. Oh wow, you mean like when I died in another dimension because Terenzi hornswoggled me? Yes, sort of. It isn't much fun, John. What's not? Living for months in an offshoot reality, waiting for the curtain to drop. Oh, okay. I see. Well, is there anything you can tell me? I guess I can permit myself to tell you this, somewhat definitively. What? Failing to prototype the kernel is the absolute worst thing that you could possibly do. Like, ever. Oh, no. We would come into possession of all the disasters. Exhaustive possession. Monopolization, in fact. Then I guess I will not do that. Why is it so bad? Because the battlefield will not be able to heal and then transform. It will not reach the stage which allows it to become ready to receive our universe. But I thought you said it wasn't going to be able to make a universe anyway. Wasn't it barren or something? Yes. So why is it important? Because if it does not reach this stage, we will not be able to recover the treasure hidden in its core, which is to say, you will not be able to recover it when you go to sleep again. Oh. Why didn't you say so? Of course this answer is treasure. Yes, this is the treasure that will give us hope, but only if it becomes into being in the first place. What is the treasure exactly? John, what is that sound? What sound? It seems to be a ticking noise. Ah, yes, I've got to go. We can chat about treasure later. Anyway, I'll sort out this prototyping silliness myself. Thanks, Rose. Jade examined punched card. What the heck is this? Jade carved totem. Carves out the spinny thingy. Jade, Pastor Dave. Garden Gnostic began pestering Turntech Godhead. Dave, are you busy? I don't have much time. I'm about to make my entry item, and it's a little confusing. I think the more players we add, the trickier they are to, activate, like yours was. I figured we could brainstorm about it while John fusses it with the kernel. Hello? Neck, neck, neck. Neck, 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 neck. What? Neck and neck and neck. Damn it, Dave, this is really urgent. My glasses are talking to me, my glasses are talking to me. Neck, 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 neck. Yeah, because all the crocodiles he's asleep. Dave, visit Paradox Sister. So Dave is asleep in his dream self, heads to the Durst Tower, and where Rose is like sort of asleep as a sleep person. Yep. Rose view John. So awake Rose looks through the little oracle sphere thing and looks for John. John, wake up. Wait, what happened? Where are you? Hey, is that your... No, the laptop. How many times must you say goodbye? No, Nana, no. Well, at least you're pretty sure she doesn't live in there. She's probably still back at your house baking or something. John, Pastor Jade. There is no answer. You were just so frustrated. Wait, why the hell would you do that? What was the point? And he's just throwing everything into the oil. John, equip goggles. In spite of being an idiot, you still have a viable remaining communication device. And as fortune would have it, someone is communicating with you now. This girl better have some damn answers. John, answer Rose. Tentacle therapist began pestering ectobiologist. John, ugh, what happened? You were sleeping. Yes, I know, on the corner of my ghost bed in the middle of an oil ocean for some reason. Why were you sleeping? Everywhere I look, I see boys taking naps. I have no idea. I don't remember what happened. I was in the middle of helping Jade, and then I guess my bed crashed, and I got knocked out, I guess. I was dreaming. I couldn't have been out for that long because my dream was really short. You weren't. 10 minutes, I'd say. What were you dreaming about? I was on the battlefield again, but I did not have time to seek the treasure. I wouldn't imagine so. But I did see a black guy wrapped up in my ghosty bedsheets. He was acting very suspicious. A black guy? Oh, I do not mean like an African American or anything, like Bill Cosby. Thanks for clearing that up. This fellow had a hard black shell, like all the dead guys do. I followed him for a bit, and then some sort of ruckus transpired, and I woke up, and now Jade won't answer. Do you know if she's okay? She's fine, but you're not. I'm not? Remember how I said your planet was on fire? Oh, yeah. That didn't by any chance stop being a thing that was true, did it? It did not? Did you see that pinkish hue behind you, bleeding over the horizon? Oh, fuck. Rose, this is all oil. It'll all just explode any second, won't it? I don't think the fire's rate of propagation is quite as fast as you're imagining, but the danger is still significant, especially considering that your bed is sinking. Fuck. Relax. Look to your right. John, look to your right. This will at least buy you some time. If you stay calm and we work together, we can get you out of this. I'm practically an expert at escaping fires by now. Okay, thank you, Rose. Hey, how do you know these things anyway? Can you see me somehow? Yes, I have a crystal ball. Oh man, really? Yes. Like a magic one? I think so. Can it show you the future? Is that how you know what's going on? What's going to happen? No, it can only show me various locations in the present moment as far as I can tell. My perception of the future has been informed by other sources. Like what? Informants. Durr. Whispering gods, memories sifted from dreams, cryptic readings from unearthed talismans, conclusions drawn from riddles deciphered. Every gambit you'd expect a guest to extend to an emerging seer. Every gambit you'd expect a quest to extend to an emerging seer. Just as I presume an heir would be supplied with what's needed for his maturation, assuming he's looking for it. Hold on, let me think about that, because... So, the quest of a seer, she'll come across knowledge from various places, but the quest of a heir has to do with maturation. Interesting. That is essentially just a change. But could it be construed as growth? Interesting. Probably just change, though. Oh, yeah, point taken. I guess I should be looking, huh? You should probably be doing what you're doing. Okay, so, with what you've learned from your dreams and gods and magic and stuff, do you have it all mapped out now? Do you know everything? I didn't know why you were asleep, did I? Yeah, but neither did I. I have more pedestrian sources too, you know. Sometimes trolls blither tidbits about the future, and I can't help but take note of it, just as they do with you. You also have access to the oracle clouds in Skya, whereas I do not. Oh, yeah. Knowing the future is no remarkable feat here. It appears to be a facet of life, or a fact of life. I'm not all that special, John. Okay, but I guess that's not all I'm talking about. You seem a little different. Kind of, spooky? Really? I mean, I just mean that before. It felt like we were in this adventure together, figuring stuff out as we went along. And now you have all the answers, because of magic and other mysterious reasons. And you want to use your powers to break the game, and I still don't really understand why, and ugh. I'm not actually trying to characterize a grim sorcerer. There's still a perfectly intact piece of my mind which realizes how ridiculous it is to be flying across rainbow oceans with a couple of magic wands and a salamander and a little cowl. And it wasn't without swallowing a little embarrassment that I revealed I was using a crystal ball just now. It's all pretty absurd. And yet it's been fun, and above all, practical, for solving all problems. No, yeah, you're right. I guess I just started worrying that you were getting away from us, because, you know, everything, and your magic, and you have a crystal ball and a salamander, and you're basically a wizard, and that's cool, and it sure does sound fun. But I kinda think it was more fun when you just did things like read books and tell jokes. I still read books and tell jokes, but psh, John, that was mean. Sorry. Well, if you do not have any objection, maybe later I will drop by your planet again and rescue you, thereby breaking the spooky spell put on you by your nefarious shadowy masters. Swoon. That way you will stop being so grimdark and ominous, and basically completely off the deep end in every way, as is now painfully obvious to anyone with a brain. I will do my best to occupy myself as benignly and unmagically as possible until you show up. Yes, please write some happy stories in your journal about lively horses and conspicuously not about wizards or sadness. Happy? What is this strange, unsad emotion of which you speak? Yes, this is good. You see, Rose, these are jokes. This is what they look like. Do not be alarmed. Jokes. Are those things people say when they want unusual noises to come out of the pliant crescent-shaped holes sometimes found in people's faces? Laughs, Rose. Laughs. Also, those crescenty-looking holes where laughs come out of, those are smiles. Observe. John smiles. I need to take a note of this. Excuse me while I open this tomb bound to the tanned, writhing flesh of a tortured hell scholar. The screaming will subside shortly. Okay, I will wait patiently. Continue to not be alarmed as I record your advice with runes stroked in the black tears bled from the corruption-weary eyes of 50,000 imaginary occultists. And brace yourself for the fabled Black Death trance of the woe Gothics I will slip into, while quaking in the blood-eldritch throes of the broodfester tongues. No, Rose, that is sort of nonsense is exactly who was out of the question. I read that totally wrong. That sort of nonsense is exactly what is out of the question. I see things are more urgent than I realized. I will have to venture there straight away and slap you right out of that silly old trance. One is not easily shaken from the broodfester tongues, John. They are stubborn throws. Oh, well, shit. Besides, you can't come to my planet anyway. Or right away. You will need to recover the treasure first because it must be delivered to me. Oh, yeah, what is this treasure anyway, and how's it going to save us? You'll probably be disappointed if I describe it. Tell me anyway. Okay. It's called the tumor. You're right, that is the shittiest sounding treasure I have ever heard. So, what is this tumor supposed to do, and what is the significance of removing it, I guess? Does it mean like I'm curing the battlefield or something, like the planet's doctor? Hello? Rose? Sorry, I was preoccupied. By what? Oh, let's say troll stuff, you know how it is. Question marks for days. Incidentally, looks like you will have your own troll stuff to attend to shortly. I will? Yes, involving the one who hates you and the one who likes you. Which ones are those? You don't have a guess? Karkat and Vriska. Oh god, I was right. There they are now. How did you know? I have to go, John. Talk to your trolls. We'll catch up shortly. Wait, there's stuff you didn't tell me. What's happening with Jade? Did I mess anything up with the prototyping? Ah, why can't I remember? Don't go yet, Rose. Tell me. Rose! Tentacle therapist ceased pestering ectobiologist. Blah blah, huge witch. John, answer the one who hates you. Carcinogeneticist began trolling ectobiologist. It's me again, asshole, the one who hates you, remember? Or should I say future remember? Karkat. Again, with knowing my name, it's really fucking unsettling when you do that. I wonder how far back you know it. I'm going to have to make a special point of not being the one to tell you. I don't want to give you that satisfaction. Hey, shut up a second. I need you to be nice for a change and do me a favor. Have you talked to Jade recently? Can you tell me what happened to her? Who the fuck is Jade? John, the fact that you always seem to think I can read your mind just underscores what a harrowing goddamn idiot you are. Jade is the girl who I'm pretty sure just entered our session. She's my client player. Oh, you mean the one who fucks everything up? Yeah, I thought you knew that. You talked to her a bunch of times, apparently. Why the fuck would I do that? This is the only second time I've ever talked to a human, and the first time, much to my migraine-compounding regret, was with you. Oh, okay, I see what is going on here. We're finally getting to the first couple of conversations. Cool. No, not cool. What is going on here is very much antithetical to your primitive human notion of Earth cool. You see, in our first conversation, we didn't exactly get off on the right foot. It is a foot which should have reeked of your verbal ruination, but instead it smelled like, well, let's not get into that. I am here to do what you and your pathetic cadre of co-humans failed to do, which is set the record straight. I am here to utterly annihilate your shit. I will stay on message this time. I will not be deterred by your goofy mannerisms and your absurd penchant for reveling in self-abuse. We will get off on a fresh foot, and by fresh I mean most foul indeed. Its toes are wriggling under your hideous pink nostrils. Now breathe deep your misfortune, you sad little clown. This is the end of you. That aroma you detect wafts from the bouquet perched on your corpse box. Nobody cries except your shitty ghost. Heavy sobs from a specter of unqualified failure. It is the symphony of to my angry ears. So, the smell is from a foot, but also from funeral flowers? This metaphor is confusing. Shut the fuck up, I'm only getting started. Yeah, I know, this is all the big-time trolling I was looking forward to. And it's pretty good so far, and ordinarily I would be excited to hear more. You see what I mean? You're actually enjoying this. What a sick fuck. But I really am concerned about what happened with Jade. My request for a favor still stands, even though this is early you and you still think you hate me. Don't question the sincerity of my hate, just don't even fucking go there. Okay, fine, you hate me so much, like for real. Can you just tell me what's up with Jade? Can you see her? Yeah, I see her. It's making me mad seeing her. Can you tell me what happened? What did she do that was so bad? Ha 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 ha, here I am talking to you moments after you did the terrible thing and you still don't even know what you did. Incredible, you truly are dumber than I thought. Okay, I'm an idiot. Can you just tell me anyway? Whoa, what? The ground is shaking. What's going on? I'll tell you what's going on. What you fucking did is what's going on. So you tell me what I fucking did. Oh, you want to know what you fucking did? Yes, please, no more stalling or I already told you or any other maddening nonsense. Just tell me. Very well, John Human Egbert. I will tell you what you did. Ready for me to tell you what you did? Here's me telling you what you did. Okay, Here goes. What you did is as follows, and such, and thusly. He then proceeded to tell you what you did, as such, and then we proceeded to watch, thusly. S. Jade enter. Uh, yeah, flashes, warnings, blah blah blah, that kind of thing. Be aware. I will full screen this one though. Oh wait. Does it have good quality? No. But full screen it is. Wait, does that look... I think that messes up the, Yes, it does a little bit. Oh, fuck. I think. No, I'll stop. It's fine. Okie dokie, that was S. Jade enter. To describe basically what happened, through multiple circumstances, Vriska tried to, like, make everyone go to sleep and tried, So what happened is Vriska made John fall asleep. John was attempting to prototype Jade's kernel with one of the Blue Lady dolls, but because Vriska made John fall asleep, he dropped it. So what ended up happening is, as Jade was trying to flail about trying to enter her session she needed to shoot the gun into the little toy pinata hanging from a tree. Beck, her guardian dog magical powers thing, prototyped himself into the kernel. And the chain reaction that this had was that it also gave whoever wears those rings the powers of the prototyped kernel sprites, which means the dangerous blackjack guy also got green sun powers, and then this ended up allowing him to teleport anywhere. He ended up being really destructive, destroying the trolls' ultimate reward at the end of their session, destroying all the trolls' dreaming moods, and blah blah blah, and this kind of thing. And it's really funny that the trolls end up originally hating Jade for this, thinking it was her fault, and then John thinking it was his fault, when actually it was Vriska's fault, way back at the very beginning. Here, I'll like play that again so you can see. I'll just describe what's happening while it's muted. So you see the loading screen. You see Jack's face. I can maybe run this a bit faster. You see the meteor about to hit Earth, where Jade still hasn't entered the planet yet. John's at his laptop. Everything's about to destroy the temple. Jade prototypes the thing, and now she's got to interact with the object. John's just sitting there trying to move the thing into the sprite, and in order to do that, Vriska sees John and moving the thing. She thinks he fucks up, so she puts him to sleep. Then her dog goes into the kernel sprite, prototypes himself. All the funny flashing colors happen, which give me a migraine. Beck sprite now with his monstrous powers goes up and destroys the meteor while Jane still attempts to hit the pinata. Doesn't work. Yep, just destroys the meteor. Big flashy powers. It's actually pretty strong. Make a huge, big green flashy explosion. There's a shockwave going all through the planet Earth, destroying a lot of things. Ends up being more destructive than the meteor. They have their big three-way fight with Dave Sprite, Jack, and Bro. Jack has not yet gotten the sprite powers. Jade shoots the bullet, hits the thing with the help of Beck Sprite teleporting the bullet into the thing. And that allows her to enter the game. And then finally the ring gets imbued with the prototyped kernel's powers from Beck entering the kernel sprite, gives him his doggy appearance and all of his green flame powers. And then he just fucks shit up. Slices the trolls from getting their final reward. I think he fights the bunch of Robo-Irradias here as well, because Robo-Irradia teleports all the rest of the trolls back to safety into a different place. Goes around killing all the Dreamers on their moons. So these are all technically happening at different times in their internal storyline, but for Jack, he just kind of teleports through time and space and does this thing in one big destructive rampage. So yeah, and that was the big cancer, the big woohoo moment where everything's getting destroyed. And then Jade's just happily chilling there in a land of frost and frogs, I think it's called, but that's a spoiler. Oops. Anyway, this happens. You've made an unbeatable boss, is what you did. The idiot you call the Jade Human went ahead and prototyped her freak of a Lucis while you decided to take a nap for some reason rather than doing what a leader is supposed to do and stop her from being so fucking retarded. Actually, if you knew anything, that was Vriska's fault. Your version of Jack, who you were somehow dumb enough to entrust with the Queen's Ring, became essentially indestructible. He then went on a rampage through your pointless session, which hilariously was already a lost cause even before this happened, and I'm just beside myself with the spectacular breadth of your failure. And if this wasn't bad enough, your solution later would be to open a rift in some glorious gesture of meaningless suicide. And I have no idea how, but the rift you opened enabled him to enter our session just as we were about to claim our prize. And now we're the ones who have to fucking deal with him, so thanks a lot, shithead. Jade prototyped a Lucis. What's that? Oh, okay, my bad. I forgot I was talking to a member of a genetically bizarre alien species. I guess some humans have a Lucis while others don't? Whatever. Her Lucis is the creature which serves as her custodian. Oh, you mean her dog. I guess. So she prototyped a Becquerel? Why is that so bad? John, do you even know anything about your friends? Is this how much human friendship works? You just don't know shit about each other? Her Lucis exhibits the properties of a legendary entity called a First Guardian. It is an absolute monstrosity. What properties? Okay, for starters, notice how the furious wall of fire currently rushing toward you is turning green? Uh-oh. Yeah, those fucking properties. But it's a lot more than that. As the defenders of their planets, they're virtually omnipotent. Prototyping one is absolutely unconscionable. The result is a boss a hell of a lot worse than what we had to fight. We prototyped 12 times rather than a measly 4, and one of our prototypings including an outer fucking god the size of a city. I hope this puts in perspective how terrible you are. Huh. Yeah, it kinda does. I'm sorry, Carcat. I didn't realize we screwed up so bad. Alright, well, I wasn't expecting you to man up and apologize for it, so okay, I'll give you credit for that. But it's not stopping me from detesting you, and I'm sure as fuck isn't gonna derail this runaway hate train, just so you know. Oh, yeah, I know. You're really gonna tear me apart. I just kinda feel like kind of fat. I just feel kind of bad I fell asleep. I don't know what came over me. Maybe I ate too much lasagna. Hey, inopportune naps happen in this game, except to me, being the stalwart model of leadership I am. I managed to stay awake for several weeks straight. I didn't want to let my guard down for a second. But then, after it was all over, and we retreated in failure, I foolishly did, and that's when I saw him. Who? Jack. I didn't recognize him when he first appeared, but on prospect I saw him up close without all that ridiculous green shit obscuring him. I could hardly believe it was really him by the way he looked, but I just knew. He was wearing a ring I didn't recognize, certainly not one belonging to our queens. We destroyed those. He wore it on his one hand, which was covered in our mutant blood, and then just like that, he killed me. And I guess even though it was probably just his way of saying hi, I still felt kind of betrayed. Betrayed? Yes, John, betrayed. Okay. When I woke up, everyone here was buzzing about these aliens called humans, so naturally I'm like, who gives a shit, right? Well, wrong. I pretty quickly determined that he was from your session, not ours, so he wasn't really my Jack. And I was sort of relieved. Relieved but also enraged. I'm sure you know the feeling. Not really. Anyway, that's what happened, and that's why you are such a disgrace. This is probably the last time I'll ever explain all this stuff to you, because I can't imagine it will help my headache much to repeat myself. I bet it'll be pretty frustrating for you in the past. I suppose it was, but meh, it's all water under the bridge. This is where trolls and their shenanigans belong. Haha, I'm laughing my ass off at your funny fucking joke. I hope this is the caliber of humor I can expect from you in the future, past Egbert. It'll be a real threat trolling you with more of these nub slappers to look forward to. Oh, there will be lots of great material. Just wait until I start handing out rabbits. You will love that. Wow, what a cryptic statement. Check this out. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, guess I'll get going and let you die in your fire, which you really should, but you're obviously not going to for some reason. I've got to rewind the tape on this clusterfuck and figure out what went wrong. Yeah, I should get going too. My friend is pestering me, and I doubt she likes to be kept waiting. She is sort of the bossy type. Why would I care about your dumb human friend and her petulant, meaningless demands? What could that possibly have to do with me? Yeah, you're right. It's probably of no significance to you whatsoever. Just type smashing. Here, John, human dipshit, have a second and penultimate fuck you. Fuck you. May it mark the second of many to come and the magnificent denouement to many received. Together we just tugged at the bow to unravel a present full of go fuck yourself. Happy wriggling day, you ugly piece of trash. Carcinogenesis, cease trolling ectobiologist. Wayward vagabond, examine fourth station. There is something familiar about this. Wayward vagabond, examine pumpkin. You feel as though there is something you've forgotten, something concealed in long slumbering memories. Examine the ring. You've not inspected your treasure in years. You've spent ages guarding it without understanding its purpose. Its only purpose you have understood has been to remind you of things you have taken care to forget, but now you think it is time to remember. Wayward vagabond, remember. Of course, the boy on the screen. He must be the same one. You do not know how it is possible, but you are sure it is him. John is the boy you saw that day. John is the windy one. Well, I guess way back when he was still a chess piece on the battlefield, John saw him and he saw John. Defend the treasure. No, it's past him. Egad, a thief approaches. This pajamaed rogue surely seeks to put his mitts on your newfound glowy treasure. He is definitely a thief. You have an eye for these types. He is either a master thief himself or at the very least an apprentice of one. John, wake up again. Yeah, well, he took a risky nap for the briefest of moments. He was bent back to the planet. Command the thief's apprentice. There's so much left for him to do. Sir John, I have politely returned. Yes, and it seems you have remembered your human etiquette as well. John is busy at the moment. He is talking to his friend. Oh dear, the purple text human again. Yes, her. What about the green text human? That one was nicer. John is asking about her, but to no avail. She is currently preoccupied. Drat. Please continue to solicit her graciously, good John. He will. Why are you on a small rock? Are you in peril, sir? Why, yes, he is in peril. He was stranded there on account of a nap instigated by the one he apprentices under. The master thief. Is that who you are talking to now, John? No, now he's talking to the knight. I don't like the grey text knight. It is an unpleasant human. He is not a human. John, stop talking to the grey text not human immediately. John is too engrossed in this conversation to entertain your wishes. Stop, 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 stop. No, stop. I don't think he reads etiquette book very thoroughly. He has likely made the foolish mistake of eating the pages first. He is terrible. John, listen to me. Stop. John, 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 boy, listen to me. Stop talking to the grey text, stupid, dumb, stupid, windy boy. John, stop. The matter he is discussing is quite urgent. Perhaps he'll humor you another time. Ah, so that's your plan, is it? Yelling will get you nowhere, don't you remember? Push it. Push the caps lock. Oh, wayward vagabond. Oh, but stuff is starting to happen in clothes now. You're trapped. Scramble fiercely. Flash that caps lock red and green. You see what happens when you forget your manners? And then we see planet, John's planet now being consumed by a green fire as it lights up the oil. And it's spiraling around him. Ooh, that kind of puts an interesting visual metaphor symbolicism. The black oil is very voidy as well then. Interesting. Well, I guess that makes sense. Things that are gone into the oil are kind of just like subsumed forever. It wouldn't realistically swirl around him like that though. But yeah, just for the visual metaphor. Apprentice, answer the thief. Psst. Arachnid's grip began trolling ectobiologist. Psst. Hey, brave leader. John, stop ignoring me. My messages should receive top priority. Who are you talking to? I don't appreciate being snubbed like this. How ungrateful can you get? Man, come on. Hey, Vriska. Sorry to keep you waiting. Waiting? Oh, I guess so. I hardly even noticed. I am like this really huge deal, and I have a lot of stuff to keep me busy, remember? Yeah, I know. Sorry to cut this short, but this isn't really the best time to chat. I'm in the middle of an ocean of oil that is ablaze with a lot of green fire. I need to figure out a way to escape. Unfortunately, I fell asleep for some reason and my bed landed here. I can't believe I was so stupid. Don't beat yourself up about it. I was the one who put you to sleep. You were? Yeah. You can do that? Yes, that seems to be the limit of what I can do to your primitive species. I guess our brains don't really work the same way. Who knows? What do you mean limit? Are you saying you can usually do more than that? Duh, so much more, John. I have a lot of great powers. When we have more time, I will tell you all about them. Okay, that's pretty cool, I guess, but why? Why would you put me to sleep and put me in this predicament? John, soon you will understand that you are meant to rise to greatness. This can't possibly happen unless you are challenged. There will be times when your limits are tested. This is one of those times. I know this because I can see your future right here in front of me. You should trust me. Okay, but I kind of get that, but it's also kind of odd. If you're seeing my future and you know those things are the outcome, then why are you going back and, I guess, involving yourself with these events? See what I mean? Oh, John, this should be so obvious to you by now. You're going to become a great hero, that much is sure, and I want to be the one responsible for it. And now I pretty much am guaranteed to be. Okay, that sort of makes sense, I guess, but it's kind of hurting my head to think about. You don't have to think, just leave the thinking to me. All you have to do is dig deep down, find your hero powers, and get yourself out of this jam. You can do it, John. Be the hero. Just like one of your movies about sweaty, rugged adult human males. Aha, so you did watch that video I sent. What did you think? It was okay. I mean, it was a little better than I expected. Yes, I knew it. But who cares? Let's not get sidetracked by films about wounded muscular renegades. By the way, John, have you ever considered growing your hair out? I bet it would look fabulous. No, it would look so stupid. I don't know about that. I have an eye for fashion. 8 of them, in fact. I thought you didn't want to get sidetracked. Oh yeah, whoops. Anyway, putting me to sleep and landing me in hot water is one thing, but you sort of indirectly caused a much bigger problem. Before I fell asleep, I was about to prototype something really ridiculous to make Jack weaker, and I'm pretty sure that it would have made Jack lose both eyes, both arms, and give him silly blue hair, and possibly also make him be a girl. But he probably would have been pretty easy to beat. But instead, it was prototyped by Jade's first guardian dog, Lucis, and now he is unstoppable. And he becomes the one who's stirring up all that trouble in your session, too. I mean, it sounds like your intentions were good, but you probably didn't realize to what extent you were messing everything up. Don't be absurd, John. Of course I realized that would happen. It was pretty much the whole point, you goof. What? Vriska, why would you do that? Jigus, calm down. No, but why should I calm down when you just said you deliberately sabotaged all of us? Relax. Listen, John, regardless of what I did, he is already here. I know this consequence will be hard for you to accept, but whenever you feel angry or confused about it, just repeat this to yourself. It should become your mantra. He is already here. Say it, John. But what does that mean? It means what it sounds like. He's already here. Here in our session, trying to hunt us down. Man, this should be elementary for you by now. No matter what you or I or any of us did, Jack's here now, that's the reality. And if I didn't stop you, it wouldn't have changed the reality for us here. We'd still be hiding on this rock, and he'd still be out there sniffing around for us. He wouldn't just disappear. That's not how this time stuff works. All that really would have happened is I would have allowed you to do something you weren't supposed to do. You would have prototyped with your pretty blue doll. Because, of course, deep down, you know you are obsessed with me. And then you and all your friends would exist in a splintered timeline, and you wouldn't even be able to talk to me anymore. And then you'd be doomed. I mean, more doomed than you already are already. Trust me, I am really smart. I have all this figured out. I don't know if this makes sense. I mean, it kinda does. But something doesn't really add up about it. If you knew he was going to be created regardless of what anyone did, why did you decide to involve yourself that way? Like, the way you are involving yourself with me becoming a hero or whatever. You just answered your own question. I did it because I wanted to be the one responsible for creating him. Ugh, but why? Because, John, it only makes sense that I would be the one to create him since I'm also going to be the one to kill him. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Don't be that way. Just because you have your whole reckoning ahead of you to kill Jack and somehow fail doesn't mean you have to be bitter about it. I am not bitter. I just think your plan is dumb. If he is as strong as Karkat says, he'll probably kill you. Karkat doesn't know anything about Karkat doesn't know nothing about anything. He never really appreciated how powerful I became. Nobody did. I'm easily the strongest troll by far. I am also extremely lucky. That is one of my powers, John, being super lucky and making my foes super unlucky. Is luck actually a real thing? Yes, and I've got all of it. I'm completely untouchable. You sound pretty cocky. You should be careful about that. That is totally how people have big time downfalls, especially when they act kind of nefarious. Nope, I don't have to be careful. Too lucky for caution to matter anymore. Them's the breaks. But don't worry, once all is said and done in your session, and by some incredibly lucky breakup of your own, you manage to survive the scratch, which we might actually get the chance to meet. And if so, assuming I haven't gotten too bored waiting around and mop the floor with Jack already, maybe we can take him down together. Wow, I'm not sure who would make me more nervous, you or Jack. John, that's something a loser would say. Come on. You should have no reason to be scared of me. By the time I'm through with you, you should be even stronger than me. This is the way it ought to be, I think. You really think we will meet? It is a distinct possibility. So, if we meet, are you going to, what? Like, when you see me... John, what the hell are you trying to say? Karkad said that you might... What? Oh, geez, I don't know. Never mind. You shouldn't listen to anything that Loudmouth says. He had a shot being charged and failed miserably. It's my turn now. Scratch that, our turn. If you say so. Now quit whining and get yourself out of this mess. Dig deep down inside that pink, nerdy little torso of yours, find your awesome hero mojo, and do what you're about to do. I will talk to you again after you figure it out. Bye. Wait. Arachnid script ceased trolling ectobiologist. What am I about to do? There, that was the ninth. Oh, you don't even deserve 8. Whoops. John, I apologize in a mannerly way from my big letters. Come on, you can't both yell and try to be polite at the same time. It's one or the other. But I must urge you to address this danger. The danger currently has John's full attention. What would you like him to do? Why don't you do the windy thing? John has no idea what the windy thing is. Maybe you could be more descriptive? Boy, you're being very stupid. Boy, you're being very stupid. You know what I'm talking about. Do the windy thing. Make it blowy and gusty. You fool, you can't die yet. You are a hero. Not in a tasty fire. Make the breeze happen. Do the windy thing. He really has no idea. Better hurry. He's in big trouble here. Do the windy thing, do the windy thing, do the windy thing. John suddenly does the windy thing. Good job, wayward vagabond. You clearly enunciated that task. And wind blows all over the planet. Arachnid script began trolling ectobiologist. Fly, pupa, fly! Ha 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 ha. Oh, hey, who's pupa? Nobody, just some loser. Look at that, you did it. Did what? You mean this windy thing here? Dave, Snoop. So Dave and Rose are just chilling on Durst, sleeping, one being awake. Dream Bubbles by Charles Dutton. In his dream he is the prophet, it's him. December 1st, 1995. I slept and saw God's forge in frost. Its hearth was quelled, and as it cooled, so swooned the verdancy it kept above. In slumber it grew thick winter's skin, white as bedsheets. In their folds the waker dreamt, her breath as steam, her hot touch as hot as iron, forgotten in the fire. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. And another sound flash. Oh yeah, when Jade sees her planet. Oh. To turn that sound on. And that was that. Basically, just a little glow over of Jade's planet, the land of frost and frogs. And then we see the tower fade back into a familiar looking tower. And there's Jade. Jade, answer. Glub, 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 glub. Oh, no. Hey, take it easy. I'm not here to give you a hard time like my buddies have been. But you're a troll, and that's what trolls do, even when they say they won't, sometimes especially. Okay then, you can be the judge of that. I won't be long. I've just come to say a couple of things. First, none of this is really your fault. This is swimmingly obvious to everyone here who takes a glubbing moment to think about it rationally. Which isn't many of us, but still. Okay, even though I still have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, your Lucis jumped right in there to save you, just like mine did. Well, okay, mine was dead at the time, but she just kind of fell in, kind of drifted down like fish food, and pow, glib 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 sprite. She was so funny. What a Lucis. What's a Lucis? It's a big old monster custodian you grow up with. She's I can't even read. Okay. It's a big old monster custodian you grow up with. Sheesh. How freaking retarded do you have to be to not know something like that? I'm joking, of course. I wanted to glub something else to you as well before you started playing, just to get the idea in your head. I am Feferi, by the way, abdicated Empress to be. Okay, Feferi, what is it? Soon I will go to sleep and speak to the gods. I will convince them to establish a series of stable dream bubbles, where we can meet in our sleep. I don't understand. What's a dream bubble? You'll see. Feferi, I thought you said you were going to stop using your typing quirk. Did I? When? I don't know. I'm sure you remember you said that. Jade, this is the first time we've ever talked, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it is. I don't know what I was thinking. I just had a major case of deja vu. What's that? I felt like we already had this conversation. Actually, I still sort of feels that way. It's not going away. Well, maybe we did. Hey, by the way, what exactly are you doing there with that toy? You never did explain it to me. What do you mean I never explained it to you? If this really is the first time we talked, why would I have? Good point. Maybe I'm feeling it too. I have what was it? Orcavu? Ugh, Feferi, that one was a stretch even by your fish punnery standards. Why do I know that you like to make fish puns? Hmm? Actually, I do remember this conversation. It was in the past. But if it was in the past, then where am I now? In the future? Duh. So what's going on? I don't think I'm asleep. I'm not on Prospect. Yes, you are asleep, but your dream self died, just like mine, remember? Oh, vaguely. Now that you don't dream about Prospect, you have normal dreams. So this is a dream? It is a dream and a memory. It is the past brought back to life by a witch. It's all those things. Although, we're getting off the script here. This is not how the conversation originally went, obviously. You were a lot less patient with me when I was just trying to encourage you. Sorry, I think I'm in the game right now, right? Sure. Hey, but why don't you tell me about this cool robot bunny you were making? I've been pretty glum and curious about it. Mind if I take a look? It's great. Wish I could make something like this. Never had the gills for technology. Hard to work underwater. Hard to work with underwater. Why are you here? Are you asleep too? No, I just woke up from my nap a while ago. Remember how I woke up and then messaged you? You had just had a bad dream. And I told you there was nothing to be scared of, which there isn't. Oh, yeah, I do remember that. Then why are you here now? Because, stupid, I'm dead. Jade, wake up again. Yeah, well, it's also unsettling. You've got to stop falling asleep. Jade, get out of bed. UD bed. The snow is quite deep. Jade pester John. You would like to report to John, but it seems you've misplaced your laptop. That's right, it was in the atrium when you got slapped with that stupid blindfold and all hell broke loose. You hope it's okay. It was your favorite computer and your favorite lunchbox. Jade Clem. Huh? Something's behind you. Oh, spooky. Jade, turn around. You don't see anything. Someone out there is messing with you. Good thing Grandpa taught you never to leave home without your rifle, even by accident. As Jade Strife. Okie dokie. I think I might end this here for today because my throat hurts. I can't do all this talking. I have reached page 3000, and I know there's about 4,000 pages in the total of Act 5, Act 2 of Homestuck, so there's still like 1,000 more to go before we get to Act 6. But this feels like a good place to stop. Jade just entered the planet, entered the game, and now things are going to go from here. But yeah, my throat hurts, and I need to stop, so I'm going to stop this here. Thanks to everyone who was watching. If you were or not, I don't know. But I will upload the recording onto YouTube shortly. Thank you very much. Have a good day.